Morning to all of you and welcome to the social science class. Yes, yesterday we have discussed about the tropical evergreen and deciduous forest and about the temperate evergreen and temperate deciduous forest Mediterranean vegetation. And now today we will discuss about the coniferous forest, tropical grasslands, temperate grasslands, desert vegetation, tundra vegetation, and last mountainous vegetation. So let us start. Let us start. Coniferous forest. See, coniferous forests lie in the high latitudes on the northern hemisphere between 50° north to 70° north, and they are also known as taiga. Coniferous forests also occur in areas of high altitude in mountainous slopes. That means mountainous area में बहुत high areas में high altitude में ये forest होते हैं, and such areas are characterized by short warm summers and severely cold winters. That means वहाँ समर बहुत कम शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए एंड द कोल्ड विंटर्स आर वेरी मच, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड होती है वहाँ. So conifers which are adjusted to grow in such a climate bear their seeds in hard cones and have narrow needle shaped leaves. See, जो कॉनिफर ट्रीज हैं, कॉनिफर फॉरेस्ट हैं बेटा, इसमें क्या है, they bear their seeds in the hard cones and have narrow needle shaped leaves. बिल्कुल needle की shape की leaves होती हैं. And the trees are tall and straight. Trees भी क्या हैं, बहुत tall and straight होते हैं, and they are widely spaced and occur in pure strands. Okay, and the trees have softwood which are of lightweight. And the dominant trees of these areas are fir, pine, fir, spruce, cedar, larch, and hemlock. And rich coniferous forests are found in southern Alaska, southern Canada, parts of Norway, Sweden and Finland, and in Russia. And fur bearing animals found in these areas. And next is the softwood of the coniferous forest is used for making paper, pulp for manufacturing paper and the newsprint. And the softwood is also used for making matchboxes, packing boxes, plywood for furniture and doors, sports goods, etc. Okay, now next topic is grasslands. See, up to 30% or almost one third, you can say, of the earth land is covered by the grasslands. So here are two types of grasslands. First one is tropical grasslands and second one is temperate grasslands. So now, see, the next one is tropical grasslands. These grasslands are found on either side of equatorial zone extending up to tropics, and tropical grasslands occur in areas of moderate to low rainfall in summer and the high temperature throughout the year. And in areas of moderate rainfall, tall grasses which are of 3 to 4 meters in height grow with some hardy trees scattered in between. दैट मीन्स जो ये ट्रीज हैं मॉडरेट रेनफॉल वाले एरियाज में जो ग्रासेस हैं वहाँ 3 to 4 मीटर की हाइट तक ग्रासेस रहती हैं एंड इन बिटवीन बीच बीच में कहीं कहीं सम हार्डी ट्रीज as savanna grassland of East Africa. And the other areas of the world where these grassland occur are the Brazilian highlands, the rain shadow areas in Deccan Plateau, and northern Australia. And these grasslands are known as campos in Brazil and llanos in Venezuela. Okay, and after this, these areas are famous as game country and savanna grassland also. So popular for the world safaris. wildlife safaris, and the region abounds in herbivores. Herbivores like zebras, giraffes, deer, like the giant gazelle, wild buffaloes that graze on the grasslands, and carnivores like the African lions, leopards, cheetahs feed on them, and the famous African elephants, the largest mammals on land, and double-horned rhinoceros found in this region. And the scavengers like hyena and vultures are also found. So the areas were prized by the hunter as game country. Why game country? Because of this rich wildlife. Okay, but the areas are now protected by the government of those countries, and hunting is strictly prohibited. Hunting को totally ban कर दिया गया है. Okay, so the next topic is temperate grasslands. See, these grasslands are found in the interior parts of the continent in cool temperate regions, and these areas have hot summers but very cold winters. And grass here is short and nutritious wheat, maize, oats, etc. belonging to the grass family are widely cultivated granaries of the world, these temperate grasslands go. And the temperate grasslands have specific names and are known as prairies in North America, steppes in Eurasia, pampas in South America, velds in South Africa, and downs in Australia. Okay, and these areas look like sea of grass. But early settle, sorry, but wild buffaloes and antelopes once abounded in these grasslands. Prairie dogs and some other burrowing animals are found here. Presently, rearing of cattle and sheep has greatly replaced the original wildlife. Now the next is desert vegetation. See, thorny bushes are found in arid and semi-arid areas of the earth, and extrophytic means plant with deep roots. Okay, succulent stems that store water and the leaves. Adapt to the deserts. In the tropical deserts, rainfall is very scanty. Scanty means बहुत कम, very short, and heat is scorching. Scorching मतलब काटने वाली गर्मी. And they are located on the western sides of the continents. And they include the Sahara Desert and the Kalahari Desert of Africa, Arizona Desert of USA, Atacama Desert of South America, deserts in the Middle East, Arabia, the Thar Desert in India, and the Southwest Australian Desert. Now, the vegetation in these areas, cacti, some thorny bushes and date palms also, and the wildlife, camel, reptiles, snakes, lizards, poisonous spiders, activities of man like clearing of vegetation in areas surrounding deserts, overgrazing of surrounding lands have extended the boundaries of the deserts. वेजिटेशन को क्लियर करने की वजह से बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द डेजर्ट्स बढ़ती जा रही हैं ओवरग्रेजिंग होने की वजह से. नेक्स्ट इज टुंड्रा वेजिटेशन. In polar regions north of the Arctic Circle, the extreme cold temperature limit plant growth. Mosses, lichens, and some dwarf flowering shrubs comprise the tundra vegetation, and they grow during the short summer, especially around lakes. That means basically in the polar regions, poles के आसपास, north of the Arctic Circle. Extreme cold temperature जहाँ होता है वहाँ इन plants की growth होती है, and like mosses, lichens are also found in these tundra vegetation, and the areas include the polar areas of North America, Europe, and Asia. And the animals inhabiting these areas have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the harsh cold climate. And the polar bear, seal, walruses, sable, and blue fox belong to these areas. And the reindeer, musk fox, and the Arctic hare feed on the low-growing plants on the tundras. So the last one is mountainous vegetation. See, mountainous regions like the Himalayas have a distinct arrangement of various types of vegetation according to the altitude. मतलब जितनी height होगी, according to height or altitude, you can say the vegetation depends on them. And they range from evergreen to deciduous along the foothills to conifers higher. Deciduous forest भी and conifers forest भी वहाँ available होते हैं, and it is followed by alpine grassland and tundra type in higher altitudes. Higher altitude area में alpine grasslands and tundra type vegetation available है. And if you go on a trip to Sikkim or to Shimla, Kullu Manali in Himachal Pradesh, you will be able to see nearly all types of vegetation found in the world arranged according to height in the mountainous areas. So in last, see, our planet Earth has provided us with a rich heritage of world flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means plant and animals, and we are only one of the vast collection of living beings of this living planet. By our selfish actions, we should not harm and wipe out other living organisms and plants of the earth. हमें अपने selfishness के लिए अपने planet को खराब नहीं करना है. That means we should not harm and wipe out other living organisms and plants of the earth, and we should remember that by clearing the forest, we not only rob the wild animals of their homes, we also cut down our supply of oxygen and moisture on the earth. So our motto should be live and let live. So this much is for today. Thank you.